The net flux in the question, we need to find out net flux emerging out. That we need to find out what now? Pi net. Okay, this is what the given Q1, this is Q2, and this is what given Q3. So now, as per Gauss law, net flux is given by what now? Net charge divided by epsilon naught. So net charge is what now? Sum of these three, right? That is become how much now? It will become plus 2 minus 3 plus 5. Okay, divided by, it is 8.854 into 10 power minus 11. It will become 4 divided by 8.854 into 10 power minus 11, and simplify, you get what now? 4.5 into 10 power 11. So that is the first option is correct. Sir, alternative way, sir, for this. So there's a one more alternative way. So this I'm going to take like this. That is Q net divided by epsilon naught. I'm going to multiply and divide by 4 pi and 4 pi. Why I'm doing this? Because we know the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So that's the reason we take like that. It will become what now? Q net into 4 pi divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. We know the value of 4 pi epsilon naught, right? That is 9 into 10 power 9 into Q net is what now? 4, because adding these three into 4 pi. So this will become 9 into 10 power 9 into 4 into 4 16 pi, and if you simplify, you get what now? 4.5 into 10 power 11 Newton meter square per coulomb. So this is a way you can do it. So this is one more alternative way for you. Okay, is the question is clear? Can we move on to next question? Yes. Look at next question now. Question says that the electric field in the region of space is given by what? This is the given electric field. Okay, what is given electric field? E vector, that is equal to 5 I cap plus 2 J cap Newton per coulomb. The electric flux due to this field through the area of how much? 2 meter square. Area is given what now? 2 meter square, lying in YZ plane. In SI, we need to find out. They're given what now in YZ plane. If I draw a diagram here, look at this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and there is z-axis. Let us take like this, z-axis. Okay, this is x-axis. Now this plate is there. No, we are going to keep the plate in this area, like in this plane. YZ plane we are going to keep now. So this is a plane YZ, what we call, like this. It is there now. Like this is, okay, this is a YZ plane now. So like this is Z and this is YZ plane we are going to kept. So now we are kept in YZ plane means if you write a normal vector to this plane, this YZ plane, it will be along what axis? It will be along n cap, it will be along I cap, along x axis, right? It will be along x axis, right? Then area, can I write it as what now? It is along I cap now, along x axis. Now we know the formula for electric flux, that is given by phi equal to E vector dot A vector. That is E vector is how much is given? So it is 5 I cap plus 2 J cap dot area is what now? 2 I cap. So now we need to go for this. We need to multiply. So look at now, 5 I cap into 2 I cap will become what now? 10 I dot. Okay, look at here now. It is dot product. We know already I dot I is 1 and I dot j or I dot k. These two list to 0. So that is we are getting plus. Look at now, j dot I, even j dot I leads to what now? 0, because the angle become 90 degree. Using what rule? Using this rule, a dot, okay, a vector dot b vector equal to a b cos theta, where theta is 90 degree between I and j or j and k, R, K and J. So that's the reason they become 0. For I and I, or I and okay, I, J and J are K dot K. So it will become 1. So parallel, cos 0 degree is 1. So it will become 10. And this will become what now? 0. So it will become what now? Just 10. So that the net electric flux is how much now? 10. So which option is correct? First option is correct. What you need to always think. So in what plane we are going to keep that sheet, that is very important. Okay. So is that clear? This question is clear to all of you? Can we move on to next question? Yes. Look at the next question now. Question says like this: a charge Q is situated at the center of the cube, where it is at the center of the cube. Then the electric flux through one face of the cube is how much? Okay, let us draw a cube. So this is a cube like this. Okay, let me write a first square and complete this cube. This is a cube now. So in the cube, what we are going to do now, we are going to place a charge at where now? At the center somewhere here. So which charge it is? Q is kept. Okay, now as per Gauss law, we know, as per Gauss law, the total electric flux is how much given by? It is given by Q net divided by epsilon naught. So in the question is given as what now? Q net is capital Q. So flux is given by capital Q by epsilon. For this is for how many phases now? Look at here. For a cube, there are how many phases? 6 phases. So for 6 phases. Now for one phase, we need to do what? We need to divide by 6 times, right? So for each phase, it will be what now? Pi equal to Q by 6 epsilon naught. So what is the answer now? Pi equal to Q by 6 epsilon naught. The fourth option is correct. Look at this, is the fourth option is correct. Sir, what if they ask you instead of here, they are given each phase, no, through one phase. Instead of that one phase, if they ask you, sir, 2 phase, now we should do what now? So for each phase, this much, right? Then for 2 phases, we need to multiply this by 2. Okay, so then for 2 phases, I'm giving additionally, like pi equal to 2 times of Q by 6 epsilon naught. It will become what now? Q by 3 epsilon naught. Okay, so that option is not there here, because they're not asking actually for 2 phases, so they're asking for 1 phase that we got already. It is given to you. Like that, you can calculate for any number of phases. Okay, 4 phases how much? 5 phases is how much? Like that, you can calculate. Okay, yes. Look at the next question now. Electric field due to infinite sheets of charge having a surface charge density sigma is E. Now, the electric field due to a infinitely conducting, see, this is very important now, conducting sheet for a same surface charge density, what now we need to find out? Simple thing. First case we go for this one. So there is a given surface is there. So this is charge density they are given. Let us assume this one is non-conducting. And as per Gauss law, we derive this equation. So it will become what now? Electric field strength is become what now? Sigma by 2 times of epsilon naught. Yes or no? We derived this one, sigma by 2 times of epsilon naught, that we derived already in our classes. Next, now, so here charge densities remain same, they're given. That is the one point we need to keep in our mind. Highlighting point, same surface density. Then I can write now sigma equal to 2 times of epsilon multiplied by E. Let us take equation number 1. So now look at now for a conducting. See electric field to infinitely conducting sheet. Okay, now let us take now conducting sheet. If I take conducting sheet now like this, so since it is conducting, the charge density is there now, it is going to distribute now. So distribute now on both the faces now, on this left face and in the right face also it is going to distribute. Now if I write this diagram a little bigger, means like detailed view, it look like this now. Yeah, it is like sheet now. So here this is a left and this is a right and this is the middle face. Okay, now this charge is going to distribute, right? Now look at now. We need to find on this left right side area and left side area and middle area. Of course, if I look at this in a two sheets, like if I take this one as like what now, like a two sheets, like this is a one sheet and there is one more sheet here. Like two sheets, this is the left area, this is middle area, this is the right area. Now since it is conducting and both are given what now, positive charge density, look at here. On this region, electric field is given by how much now, sigma by 2 epsilon naught. On this region here, electric field is given by what now, sigma by 2 epsilon naught, because it will be same direction. But in the middle portion, what will happen? The electric field become just cancelled, because the middle portion, what will happen? Electric field this side and this side will be there at the middle portion, opposite direction, because both are positive. So what will happen? The total electric field become what now? The total electric field become sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. This is for conducting sheet. Let us take E prime, E dash. So now it will become what now? It will become sigma by epsilon naught, that is E. Now sigma is same, no? That is E dash. That is for conducting sheet. Sigma I'm going to write sigma equal to epsilon naught times of E, that is second. Now look at the case number of first equation, second equation. The given sigma is same. Then from 1 and 2, I can write like this. So it become what now? Epsilon naught E prime, that is equal to 2 times of epsilon naught E. Now epsilon naught is going to cancel. Then electric field E prime due to conducting sheet is equal to 2 times of electric field due to non-conducting sheet. So which is the option? Second option. Okay, the second option is the correct answer. So this is you need to look at when a case of conducting sheet you are taken, it will become what now? It will become 2 times, because the charges are going to distribute. Sir, why this will not happen in the case of non-conducting sheet? Because their charges are not allowed to move anywhere. They're stuck on the same place. They become static in nature. Okay, so this is the question. So is it clear? Tell me, students, you want me to explain this one more time? Their conducting sheet. Lakshmi, Revant, Sagar.
No, sir.
Okay. Lakshmi. Can you move on to next question then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at now. Next question is, yes, question number 48. The magnitude of electric field on the surface of the sphere of radius is how much? R. Having a uniform surface charge density sigma is how much? This is actually not there now. Let us have a look at not an issue. Let us have a look at the question, not an issue. Now there is a sphere. There is a sphere. This is center of radius how much? Let us take radius r. Now we are going to give a charge to this. Charge to this. As per Gauss law, we know the total electric flux through any surface is what we call. It is net charge Q, net charge divided by epsilon naught. Yes or no? This Q net I need to write in terms of surface charge density. So as I know, sigma equal to what now? Charge per unit area of this one. What is the area of sphere now? Surface area 4 pi r square. Then I can write Q equal to sigma times of 4 pi r square. So it will become what now? Sigma times of 4 pi r square divided by epsilon naught. Then we know flux formula, that is what now? E into ds. That if I take a small area like this here, this area is ds, and electric field will be outward direction. Area vector also same direction. Okay, then integration of this, it will become E into 4 pi r square, because the thing is integration of ds is just what now? 4 pi r square. Okay, because we wanted electric field on surface itself, is that the reason I'm taking 4 pi r square. So this is flux. Equation 2. Look at this equation 1 and equation 2. Left hand side is same. We need to compare what now? Right hand sides. So it will become what now? E times of 4 pi r square, that is equal to sigma times of 4 pi r square divided by epsilon naught. What is going to cancel? 4 pi r square, 4 pi r square. Then electric field is given by sigma by epsilon naught, where this is the case of radius and the surface, means you are going to find the electric field on the surface of sphere. So what is the correct answer now? First option is correct, sigma by epsilon. Sir, what if they ask you inside at some this point? Let me draw a small circle of radius small or now inside somewhere here, point P. Then electric field become how much? 0, because charge never stay inside for conducting, right? Means charge will be distributed outside. Okay, that is the inside, that is a 0. Okay, yes, this is about the question number 48. Look at the question number 49. So this type of questions we have already done, means we have discussed during our theory. So if the electric flux entering and leaving the closed surface respectively is phi1 and phi2, then the electric charge inside the surface will be given by what? So we need to find what now? Electric charge inside. As from Gauss law, we know already the net flux through any surface is given by Q net charge by epsilon naught. Okay, if I take a sphere like this, like cylinder, like I'm going to take, I'm going to keep this one in what now? Uniform electric field. Okay, this is a uniform electric field. I'm going to keep now. The flux is entering here. Okay, and flux is leaving here. So here flux is what now? Okay, area vector here will be what direction? In this direction. And here area vector will be what now? In this direction. And this portion area vector will be like this direction. Okay, like by taking all these things. Now I told you the flux is entering here. Let us take what now? Phi 1. Flux is leaving here. Take phi 2. Phi 1 must be negative, right? Because electric field in this direction, the angle with area vector is how much now? 180 degree. And here electric field same direction, angle is how much here now? It is 0 degree. So this is a positive value. This is what now? Negative value. So the net flux is become what now? Positive minus negative, right? So net flux become what now? Phi net become phi 2 minus phi 1. Use this equation now. It will become what now? Phi 2 minus phi 1 equal to Q net divided by epsilon naught. We want to find out what here now actually? How much charge inside. So this Q we need to find out. So it will become what now? Q net equal to phi 2 minus phi 1 times of epsilon naught. Okay. So this is the case now. So this is the answer for this. Where is the answer? This is the first option. Here all of you confuse one thing. In your mind, there will be Gauss law will be setting so strongly that it is Q by epsilon naught. Means epsilon naught will come in denominator only. So you will take either this third option or fourth option. But that is wrong. Because they're not asking for flux now. They're asking for charge now. So you need to remember what they're asking. Okay. And the fourth option, phi 1 plus phi 2 is there. That never become, because here angle is 1 is 0, 1 is 180 degree. Okay, so it never become what? No, never become plus. Okay, this is about question number 49. Can you move on to the next question, students? This is clear, understood this is? Let me know. If yes means, we'll move on to the next question. Yes. Look at the next question now. The question is, if a hemispherical body is placed on uniform electric field, we are going to place what now? Hemispherical body on uniform electric field of strength is how much E. Okay. Then the electric flux linked with the curved surface, they're asking for what now? Curved surface. Okay. Now the total flux we need to find out. Since in the diagram, is there any charge inside here? No charge. So let us take, this is curved surface and plane surface. This is what now? Okay, let me shade this area. This is what I'm shading is what now? That is plane surface with this color. And what I'm going to shade with now, yellow color, that is what now? That is curved surface. This is what now? Yellow surface region is curved surface. Let us take CS, and this is a plane surface PS. Okay, the total flux must be what now? Total flux must be 0, right? The total flux through plane surface plus flux through curved surface must be equal to 0. Now if you look at the curved plane surface, the plane surface angle is how much there? The area vector is downward, n cap, electric field is given upward, E cap, angle is how much now? It is 180 degree. So now the flux through plane surface is what now? Electric field multiplied by this area of this plane surface is how much? 4 pi, not 4 pi r square, sorry. It is just pi r square. It is like a circle, right? Plane surface r square into minus 1. Why minus 1? Because cos 180 degrees become what now? Minus 1. So it will become what now? Minus E pi r square. That is flux through what now? Plane surface. Now use this equation 1. So flux through curved surface become what now? Minus times of flux through plane surface is become minus times of E pi r square, where r is what now? R is the radius of the sphere. Okay, it will become what now? Just plus E pi r square. That is the flux through what now? Curved surface. So where is the option here? Look at the second option, pi r square E. Okay. In this, there are different cases will come. So electric field they are given like upward, vertically upward. Sometimes, sir, what if they give electric field like this horizontally? So you need to find out like same method. Okay, same method you need to find out, but here this will become 90 degree now that case. Okay, that I need to remember. Can you go for next question now? Question number 51. Okay, the question of 51 says the electric flux through a Gaussian surface that encloses three charges, the given is 14 nanocoulomb with negative sign, 78.85 nanocoulomb and minus 56 nanocoulomb. Now we need to find electric flux, right? So let us find out a net charge now. Net charge is sum of these three. That is, I'm going to take now Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Q1 is what now? Minus 14 plus Q2 is 78.85 minus 56. So if you add up 56 and 14, it will become what now? Minus 70. This is plus 78.85 by adding this and this. So it will become what now? It will become 8.85. coulomb. That is the net charge. Then flux is given by what? Now net flux is given by net charge divided by epsilon naught. So net charge is what now? 8.85. Okay, into 10 power. This is nano coulomb. I am extremely sorry because I given nano values into 10 power minus 9 divided by epsilon naught value is how much? 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. So here 8.85 almost 8.854 almost is going to cancel. It will become what now? It will become just 10 power 3. 10 power 3 Newton meter square per coulomb. This is very important because here there are two options are the 10 power 3. So we got 10 power 3. There are two options are there. First option, second option, both are 10 power 3. Now we need to look at the unit of this one, flux. So unit of flux is what now? Electric field multiplied by area. Electric field is what now? Newton per coulomb. Area is meter square. So the first option is correct option. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, so like this, you need to find it. This is question number 51. Okay, let us move on to the next question now. So I think this is the last question of this today's class. Related to what now? Related to Gauss law. So here question is asking now. Look at the question now. What the question is asking now? I think two more questions are there. An infinitely long thin straight wire of uniform linear charge density is how much? This much, 1/3 coulomb per meter. That is given lambda is 1/3 coulomb per meter. Then the magnitude of electric field intensity at 18 centimeter away. We need to find out. So it is like a plain, okay, sheet. What not sheet? A long way. And here somewhere point P is there. This is 18 centimeter. Now we know the formula for electric field is what now? E equal to lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught times of what? No, epsilon times of R. Not R square, R. So I suggest you to do this one now. Multiply and divide by 2. Why I'm telling, if you do like this, it will become 2 times of lambda divided by, this will become 4 pi epsilon naught R. But we know the value of 4 pi epsilon, right? 1/4 pi epsilon we know, we can use directly. So it will become what now? It will become 9 into 10 power 9 into 2 lambda is there. 2 into lambda is how much it is? 1/3 divided by. So here R is there, that is 18 centimeter given. I'll write 18 into 10 power minus 2, converting from centimeter to meter. I think you got to know the value of this one now. How did I take this one? This is like 1, this value. This value I took what now? 9 into 10 power 9 directly. Okay. So that's the reason I multiplied that one, because it will be easy for calculation also. So now 9 and 18 is going to cancel 2 times. This 2 and 2 is going to cancel. So what is left is 1/3. 1/3 means what will become? 0.33, right? Okay, into 10 power 9 and 10 power minus 2 is there come to numerator. It will become 10 power 11. So this is the electric field. What is the unit for this? Newton per coulomb. So answer is what now? First option 0.33 into 10 power 11 Newton per coulomb. Okay, that is the answer for that question. Can we move on to next question now? Yeah, we have 3 more questions now. So including this, 3 more questions are there. If you finish, then we are going to finish with the Gauss law. So question number 53 says the uniform electric field. Okay, now we need to find out that the uniform electric field. Find the total flux associated with each given surface. We need to find what now? Total flux associated with each given surface. In these 3 cases, we need to find out. Let us look at now one by one cases now. First case, the flux entering and flux leaving. Both, right? We have proved already that is 0 in a previous discussion. So A option must be what now? Total flux must be equal to 0. Now look at the second one. Area vector is downward direction and this is angle 90 degree. So this is here a plane surface. This is plane surface. This is what now? Curved surface. So since it is 90-degree, electric field is like this direction. So flux here is 0, and this it is 0, means this must be also what now? 0. So here total flux is how much? Here also 0. Look at now options. A must be 0, B must be 0. Here this is not answer. A somewhere given, not answer. Not answer. So first option is correct. Look at the third, fourth, third, this one, last question. Electric field is given upward, downward. So flux is again 0. So option is what now? This is the correct answer. Okay, that is question number what now? Question number 53. Look at next two questions, and I'll go for last question 55 first. That is, of course, this is what now? It is vector field. It is the Gaussian surface involved. What we're taking, it is vector in nature. And here this question also we discussed last time. It is like how you know we are kept what now? Like this is here charge. We are kept like this at the open end. Now to make it complete, we need to do what now? We need to complete it like by drawing a remaining part. Then now it is what now? Total flux how much now? It is Q by epsilon naught. Then for half it has become what now? Q by 2. Okay, not capital Q, but small q. Q by 2 epsilon naught. That is a flux through. Okay, because upper half or lower half. This is the answer. So this is the answer for this question. And Gaussian surface is always what we taken in a vector nature we take. So these are the few important questions related to Gauss law. Okay, I request you to please sit and solve more and more numericals. Okay, and we'll be having a test also coming week. Be prepared from first chapter. Thank you so much to all of you for today.